Hello everyone, welcome to second video on our series to celebrate 20 years of Dawn of War. We continue today mission 2 on Insane Infiltration.
Of Captain Gabriel Angelos. The situation on the planet Tartarus is grim. While the Blood Ravens crushed the main Orc offensive at the spaceport, the bulk of their force is not engaged. They gather in the wilderness, awaiting a critical mass of bodies that will overwhelm the Imperial forces in a green wave of death and destruction. The Blood Ravens will not allow this to occur. Orbital monitoring has detected an area in the southern forests where the Orcs appear to be massing. Orcs only respect strength, so they will look to the largest of their groups to lead them. We will insert a small, covert strike force to eliminate these Orc leaders and destroy any encampments where the Orcs might mass. This should cut to the heart of the Orcs' fighting spirit and delay their inevitable counterattack. We must tread lightly, lest we disturb this slumbering beast.
Seeing this menu is already so nostalgic. You have like the war journal of Angelos. It talks about his personal life, his experiences, and the tactical situation. We have like the mini-map of the map we're about to go to fight in, and we also have this very nostalgic video. I always thought this is some sort of skull probe that flies around the battlefield, infiltrated and giving us intelligence. So about the speech, we learn that the situation is terrible and the Blood Ravens cannot single-handedly change the tide of war. It seems like they know they are about to lose, so their strategy is to delay the Orcs and to save as many civilians as possible. I realized this when I grew up, because when I was young, first of all, I did not understand English, so all of these war journals, I had no idea what Angelos was talking about, and also because I wasn't really paying attention to the story. I was just playing missions. So when I was young, I was just fighting orcs, killing them by the thousands, and for me, I thought I won. I thought that was the end of the orcs, but now I realize that, sure, I killed thousands of orcs, but there are millions of them, so we can't kill all of them. We can only delay. This is a sound strategy from Angelos. Let's proceed with the cutscene now. So look at this picture, guys. Look at it very well. When I was young, I thought this image was made by Relic. I thought it was really well made. But now that I'm older, I actually recognize what is this. So take a look at this. This is the Dnipro River. This is the Black Sea. If you're good with geography, you understand this is actually planet Earth. Relic took a satellite image of planet Earth and they just added random stuff. So this is Ukraine, this is Crimea, this is Romania, this is Kazakhstan here, the desert, this is Russia, and this is, I guess, Eastern Europe, and there is parts of Western Europe in here. They modified this image, but they did a poor job at it, because we can still see the Caspian Sea in here, as well as the deserts of Kazakhstan.
You have your orders. Now go. And may the Emperor protect you.
I do not care for all this sneaking about.
I know, old friend. You always have preferred the direct approach.
We have the Imperial Guard. Why not send them into battle instead of treating them like glorified shepherds? If we meet the Orcs in force, they cannot possibly stand before us.
We have fought the Orc 100 times before. They thrive on war. A direct assault on them would likely improve their morale, and simply attract more of them. The casualties would be enormous.
What are the Imperial Guard for if not to die for their Emperor? At the very least, we should retain a regiment to remain at our core. We have little support this far out. We would not want to be remembered for our carelessness.
We, old friend? Or me?
We are brothers, Gabriel. You know better than to ask that question. I know what this is about. There was nothing you could have done to save Cyrene.
Do not mention that place again, Isidore. Cyrene was my homeworld. My responsibility. Scout Team 3, do you copy?
Yes, my lord.
The local Imperial waterworks has fallen into Orc hands. If we are to reclaim this area, we must first retake this position. Scouts have infiltrated ahead of you and will assist you in your reconnaissance. If things prove to be more than you can handle, reinforcements will be mobilized to assist.
Getting into position.
So that was a very interesting speech and formidable one as well. Impressive job by the voice actors. So they was talking about strategy, but it quickly escalated into Cyrene. It makes me think that this method of war that Gabriel Angelus is conducting to, let's say, win time for the population to escape from the world, he does this because of what happened in Cyrene. It seems to me that he feels guilty because the entirety of the population of Cyrene died, so he does his best here in Tartarus to not win the war on the battlefield, but to save as many civilians as possible. While Isidore, it's the contrary. Isidore does not care about the Imperial Guard, doesn't care about citizens. All of what Isidore wants to do is to cleanse, purge, and kill, which makes Isidore more of a space marine, and Angelus less of a space marine. It's strange to see the librarian, which is supposed to be the wise guy, being like the overzealous battle brother.
This area is crawling with orcs. We should infiltrate to sneak past them. Do not get too close, or we may be spotted. Scouts ready.
So there is something very interesting about this mission. We have an infiltration segment, which is unique just to this mission in the entirety of the Dawn of War and its expansions. This is the only infiltration mission sequence we have. It's quite unique, but it's not quite interesting. So we have two choices to proceed in this mission. Either we finish our infiltration, or if we fail it, an event will trigger. I'll show you what I mean right now. So if we lead this squad of scouts,
I command in the name of the Emperor. Abandon your attempts at infiltration.
This happens.
The orcs. Where stealth has failed, strength will prevail.
Angelus drops and we are supposed to continue the mission, but this is not funny. So let's continue. I mean, let's not fail the infiltration phase. Oh boy. I reloaded the save. Now we have no music. Such a poor programming by Relic. It's okay, let's just restart the mission. There you go, now we have the music.
We'll move ahead. Scouts in this area is crawling with orcs. We should infiltrate to sneak past them. Do not get too close, or we may be spotted. At your command.
Excellent. Your Scout Marine squad is now invisible to all enemies except for commanders. Keep in mind, though, if you are attacked, your invisibility will be broken, and some time will pass before you can utilize it again.
Getting into position.
I wish this sequence was more interactive, like we could do something like save this guardsman. Well, we actually can save this guardsman, but it's not doable in insane, only in easier difficulties. But what I mean by that is that I wish we could do more stuff, because this is just walking and following a path.
Installing a strategic point.
Not interesting to replay this mission.
Upgraded with sniper rifles. They will make short work of these orcs.
Maybe if we could like gather intelligence or recon an area, something like that would be interesting, rather than just walking on a path.
Strategic point identified.
I'm looking at the graphics. Some areas look okay, like this sort of angle, it looks fine, I guess. But in areas like this, it looks so terrible. Like there is a rock on top of a canopy. It's a bit ridiculous. And there is like a pathway here leading to nothing. Well, it's an old game,
Yes, my lord.
but
Move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
I guess it aged quite fine.
Commencing infiltration.
It's still acceptable by modern standards. I wish we would get a Dawn of War remaster or something like that.
We attempt to sneak by. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
Most of Relic's project games, I mean, in the modern day, failed. Company of Heroes wasn't a success, Dawn of War 3 wasn't a success, and recently Sega is selling Relic. Sega doesn't want to be the publisher of Relic anymore. This could either mean that we are soon getting a Dawn of War 4 or maybe Dawn of War Remaster, or it might also mean that Dawn of War is dead forever. I truly hope that Dawn of War doesn't die.
Gathering intelligence. Search commencing. Search commencing. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. At your command. Gathering
Alright.
intelligence. Getting into position. Here's our target. Yes, a large orc knob who looks like he's in charge of this bunch. Commencing infiltration will severely weaken the orc morale. We will root it out. Yes, my lord.
Okay, he's dead.
Good work. The orc knob is dead. We will take it from
Scouts
here.
ready. Scouts here.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Follow me into battle. By my command. Attack! On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. By my command. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
So we'll clear this outpost first, and then we'll move to the waterworks.
At your command. Stay vigilant, brothers.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Heresy grows in violence. Fear our wrath. Initiating attack protocol 23. Beware. At your command. Orders received.
Scouts here. Strategic point identified.
Ever vigilant. Commencing attack. Heresy grows in violence. Crush the enemies of the Imperium.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Follow me into
Ever vigilant.
the Emperor protects.
Alright, we'll split our forces.
Engaging the enemy.
We need to clear this area of orcs. Oh, well, it's not necessary, but
At your command.
it's better to kill every orc.
Position secure.
Orders received.
Follow me into battle.
We are here to cleanse this area after all, in order to save the city
What's your
from
order?
an orc
Scouts
counterattack.
ready.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there will be
Yes, my lord. Direct us to the enemy. Understood. Taking
beware
heavy
the
fire.
alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Scouts ready.
On alert, brothers.
Now that's a
Enemy
bug.
has been nearby. By my command. Attack!
As you can see, buildings have a very low amount of HP,
Scouts awaiting
even though
orders.
I am on insane, and they are supposed to be getting an HP boost. This is quite sad.
At your command.
But I guess this game shows that
The enemy must
the
be
devs
nearby.
don't care about it. The devs don't care about fixing bugs.
Beware the alien.
It's okay though. Let's finish this mission. And next game, let's make sure that it is actually on insane.
Attacking as ordered.
Today the enemy shall be defeated.
I was wondering why the orcs are dying so fast. In insane, it takes much more time for them to die. They have like double HP or something.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there
We
will
stand
be
ready. Weapons at ready.
If I recall correctly, the difficulty was indeed on insane. It's probably a bug because I switched profiles,
We will take them down from here.
and maybe it did not register. Very odd.
None shall stop us.
praise the
So I guess I could have saved the guardsman here.
Scouts here.
Doesn't matter.
The waterworks are under our control. Emperor. Now we must start building a base before we hunt down the rest of the orcs. Space Marines, advance! Let us capture these strategic points and establish a base of operations.
I will do as you ask.
We stand ready. Faith is our shield. Understood. Charge.
I await your instructions. I will do as you ask.
While the enemies of the Emperor
the
still
nice
draw
faith.
breath, there can be no peace. Walk softly.
Scouts awaiting orders. Position
Today the
secure.
enemy shall know fear.
Scouts ready.
This is quite sad, not gonna lie.
We stand ready. Faith is our shield.
Very unfortunate.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
They are just melting. Even though on insane, they
The
barely
Emperor
take any damage.
protects.
Scouts in position. Scouts awaiting orders. Secure.
The Emperor protects.
Taking heavy fire.
Yes, Lord. Here to serve.
Oops.
As you wish.
I am misclicking like crazy.
Instructions. Yes, most beneficent one.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
I guess one squad is enough.
What is your will?
We can move along this path.
Yes, my lord.
I don't need the squad of scouts though.
Most beneficent
In Game
one.
of the Year, servitors take one population cap, which is very infuriating.
Beneficent one. Here to serve. As you wish. Build routine 721
Ever
initiated.
vigilant. Direct us to the enemy. For the glory of the Imperium.
Here to
Marine
serve.
Corps deployed. Awaiting orders.
Initializing build protocol.
But in this mission we have this reserve squad cap increase, so we can increase our pop cap more than
As ordered. At your command.
10.
Walk softly.
We stand ready.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Initializing build protocol.
We are the Emperor's chosen. Weapons at ready. Line of sight. Direct us to the enemy. The enemy is attacking. Marine Squad Command. Fear our wrath. Understood. We will crush the enemies. We are the Emperor's chosen. At your command.
To me, my brothers!
Awaiting orders. Charge. We stand ready. Initiating attack protocol 23.
What would you have me do? Walk softly and carry a big gun. Duty calls me elsewhere. What would you have me do? Praise the Emperor. Space Marines, this day shall be a glorious one for the Imperial.
We can use this event to have more infantry than the PopCap. If we have 20 infantry, and then this event triggers,
Awaiting orders.
it gives us more than 20. We'll have 22 out of 20. By the way, this is so cursed. Don't look at this strategic point for too long. Oh my god, it looks terrible. This is not how strategic points are rotated normally. Usually they look like this, but this one has been turned around. It looks terrible. Okay, I'll stop looking at this. This is actually painful.
We stand ready. Faith is our shield.
We will need more than heavy bolters to defeat these orcs. We must upgrade the stronghold to gain access to the tools we will need to destroy this plague. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Onward to glory. Yes, my lord. Fear our wrath. Faith is our shield. None shall stop. At your command. Orders received.
Beware the alien.
Heresy grows from idols. Attacking as ordered.
The Emperor protects. Faith and duty. I shall not fail.
We are the Emperor's
Yes,
chosen.
most beneficent.
Alright, let's go tier 2.
Direct us.
My faith is my shield.
Direct us. Taking damage. Yes, my lord.
Everything is just melting.
Our shield.
375 HP for a generator. This is actually quite sad.
The Emperor protects.
Ever vigilant. For the glory
While the
of
enemies of the
Imperium.
Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Fear denies
The
faith.
Emperor protects.
I await your instructions.
My faith is my shield. Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. I serve mankind. We shall know no fear. We are united in his service.
Quite a crazy pathing though. This map is very narrow. It just paths.
My faith is my shield. The all-telling eyes of the skull the Emperor with protects. Find them on our listening posts. The monastery is complete. Sergeants will inspire your Space Marine squads to greater feats of heroism, and rocket launchers will make short work of orc
I
buildings.
await your instructions.
Well said, Angelos.
That mechanical monster is a killer can. It is devastating in close quarters fighting, and its armored hide will shrug off small arms fire. We must equip ourselves with missile launchers if we are to destroy the abomination. The Emperor protects. Faith and duty.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Faith is our shield.
Area secured.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
For the glory of the Imperium.
Walk softly. We must upgrade an existing listening post with the fortified position add-on. This upgrade will increase the requisition income and add better defenses to the listening post.
Heresy grows.
So
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
we get access to those guardsmen.
This day
We
shall
get
be
control,
glorious
I mean, to
one
those
for the
guardsmen
Imperium.
when we kill the Kilakan. So we just got 2
Scouts
free
in
squads.
position.
The Emperor protects. We're here. We're here.
It makes no sense why our guardsmen in a random forests, but whatever.
Awaiting orders. Onward to glory. Maintain attack formation.
Why would the squad also be in here? It doesn't make sense.
Orders received, brother. Cleanse, purge, tail-bending objectives. Ever vigilant.
Oopsie, I lost all of my servitors.
Direct us to the enemy.
That's my bad.
Faith is our shield. Awaiting orders. We are the Emperor's chosen. Fear denies faith.
We have a huge army though.
We are the Emperor's
I think we
chosen.
can already finish this mission.
Commencing attack.
What is your will? I await your instructions. I exist to serve.
At your command.
What is your will? Initializing
Fear
build
denies
protocol.
None shall stop us. Engaging the enemy.
Here to serve.
The enemy is attacking.
As you wish.
At your command.
In Game of the Year, missiles knock back infantry, which I find very cool. This feature was removed, I believe, in Winter Assault.
Yes, my lord.
I really wonder why. Missiles do barely any damage against infantry, so it makes sense that they would give them knockback.
This day shall be a glorious
Makes sense balance-wise.
Here to serve. Yes, most beneficent one.
Yes, my lord. Cleanse, purge.
Today the enemy shall know fear. My
I
aim
await
shall not
your
falter.
instructions. Here to serve. I await your instructions.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
At your command.
The Emperor protects.
Awaiting orders. What's your order?
My faith is my shield.
Fear denies faith.
My faith is my shield.
At your command. Direct us.
What happened to my scouts?
Heretic.
They disappeared or what? I don't see them.
I await your instructions.
Walk softly.
Ah, there they are.
Yes, my lord. Scouts advance.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. Space Marines, advance!
We're here. Reporting, sir. The Emperor protects. Following orders. The Emperor protects. Let's show these filthy aliens what Imperial Guard are made of. Yes, my lord.
Ever vigilant.
The Emperor protects.
Walk softly. Carry a big gun.
As you wish. Yes, most
We now
beneficent
can make
one.
upgrade our listening posts. I didn't pay attention when he said that, or maybe he did not say it at all.
Position secure.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Moving out. Awaiting orders.
This pathing is just nuts. What is this sergeant doing here? Come on.
Taking damage. Ever vigilant.
I await your instructions.
The listening post is now earning more requisition, has better armor against enemy attacks, and has a gun emplacement to strike back. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Faith is our shield.
The Emperor protects.
The grenade launcher is actually nuts. It's extremely good, but because the orcs are close combat, I don't want that missile launcher to be killing my own space marines. So I'll just go safe and play it with the plasma.
Follow my lead. For terror.
I await your instructions.
Faith is our shield.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. We're here. What would you have me do? Confirm. Follow my lead. I shall not fail. Alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Reporting, sir.
Scouts ready.
I await your instructions.
Yes, my lord. Following orders. Let them have it. Today the enemy shall know fear. My aim shall not falter.
Yes, Lord.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. We're here. The Emperor protects. Praise the Emperor. We're here.
Direct us.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperial.
They are spawning by the hundreds. It's insane.
Walk soft.
It's better to target the production buildings rather than waste our time killing our infantry.
Position.
The infantry.
At your command.
The orc infantry, my bad.
Enemies of the Emperor still draw breath.
Alright, is this it?
Stay vigilant, brothers.
Okay, another settlement destroyed.
Moving out. Maintain attack formation. None shall stop your command.
Let's send like 2 squads to deal with this Kilakan.
Today the enemy shall know fear. Follow me into battle.
We stand ready.
We're here. We'll show these filthy aliens what Imperial Guard are made of. At your command. Walk softly and carry a big
The enemy is attacking. Fear denies faith for the glory of the Imperium.
This day shall be a glorious
Kilakan down.
To serve.
They are quite a big threat in Insane, but on Easy they're not a threat at all.
Heresy grows from life.
walk softly and carry a big gun. At your command. Yes, sir. At your command. We're here. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Following orders. Space Marines, advance. The Emperor protects. What we do?
Faith is our shield.
Beware.
I believe the Kilakans are spawning from this building, so we better be destroying it. Yes.
On alert, brother.
This building precisely.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. Following orders. The Emperor protects. Praise the Emperor. My aim shall not falter. He who stands with me.
Alright, this is the final bastion. We destroyed this one and finish this mission. Cleanse the valley. Find all of the orc bases and destroy them. Don't forget to use heavy weapons to destroy building. Oh yeah, thanks for the tip.
For the glory of the Emperor. For the honor of the chapter. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath. The Emperor protects. Today the enemy shall know fear. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Onward to glory. Orders received.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath. My aim shall not
Awaiting
falter.
orders.
The Emperor protects.
We are the Emperor's
Yes,
chosen.
most beneficent.
Okay, let's not finish the mission yet. We need to complete our objective of
Faith is our shield.
destroying, capturing all of strategic points and building listening posts on them.
I await
This is the
your
most important
instructions.
objective.
I exist to serve.
Only when we do that,
Instructions.
we're allowed to finish the mission.
As you wish.
And the meanwhile, let's talk about this. This, whatever is this contraption, it looks so good, but what is it supposed to be? It's a pump? Sure, but how's it spinning? It's magically spinning. There is no motor, no engine, nothing. It's just moving on its own. Plus, it's not like it's pulling water or something. Nice one, Relic. Nice object.
Initializing build protocol.
There are like pipes. Yeah. I guess it's supposed to pump water, send it on these pipes. But it's not realistic at all. Alright, we now can finish the mission.
Praise the Emperor. Space Marines, advance! Space Marines, advance! Space Marines, advance!
I must speak with the captain.
He is giving the Emperor his praise. Leave him this moment.
Yes, brother librarian. We completed our sweep of the area and can find no more orcs.
Indeed. Tell your squad to move ahead and clear the company's path.
Yes, brother librarian.
I will suffer no trespass.
Alright, so that's the end of the cutscene. We learned that the Blood Ravens were successful in stopping the orcs from concentrating and launching an attack on the city, potentially saving millions of Imperial lives, and we also learned that there are darker, more sinister powers operating in this planet. Mission success. Now that's it with mission 2. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Bye bye.